Whether he's dodging bullets or slicing through armies, Jet Li has delivered some of the most intense martial arts showdowns ever put on screen. From ruthless assassins to honor-bound warriors and even dimension-hopping villains, his career is packed with moments that made fans hit rewind again and again. Today, we're looking at the fights, the stunts, and the scenes that made Jet Li a legend. At number 10, we have the fight against Jackie Chan in The Forbidden Kingdom. In this movie, finally we get to see Jackie Chan and Jet Li share the screen in a long-awaited clash that martial arts fans had dreamed about for years. They square off as two masters battling for possession of a magical staff, each representing their own iconic fighting style. Li plays a disciplined, monk-like warrior with precise technique, while Chan channels his playful, unpredictable, drunken master persona. The fight is evenly matched from start to finish, and no definitive winner is declared, keeping fans arguing to this day. After the dust settles, the two warriors share a drink, allowing Li to show a rare, humorous, and relaxed moment. At number 9 is Jet Li's terrifying turn as a silent but ruthless assassin in Lethal Weapon 4. His character is introduced as a man who can slip out of a Mexican standoff with absurd ease while handling a gun like it weighs nothing. He even avoids a bullet at close range, moving with a speed that feels almost supernatural. What follows is a harsh, extended beatdown on Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, a moment that instantly reminds viewers that this new villain was built differently. And even when a metal pole is driven straight through his chest, he just keeps on coming, as if pain is only an inconvenience. At number 8, we have the futuristic action film The One, where Li steps into a duel challenge by playing both the noble protagonist and the movie's primary villain, a version of himself who jumps across alternate dimensions and murders his counterparts in order to gain godlike strength. The evil Li becomes a serial killer enhanced far beyond normal limits, while the good Li must fight the ultimate version of himself. After the hero finally overcomes his brutal twin, the villain is sentenced to a hostile prison dimension. Once there, he's mocked by other inmates, only for him to respond before destroying everyone around him. The scene reinforces the idea that even when defeated, this version of Jet Li dominates every space he's put into. Next, we have Unleashed, where Li plays a man who has been raised like an animal and conditioned to attack on command. This produces several tight, brutal confrontations, including a close-quarters fight set entirely inside the bathroom. While a terrified woman tries to scramble out of the shower, Li and his pursuers collide in a cramped space with almost no room to move. The sequence highlights not only the raw, animalistic intensity of Li's character, but also the dark humor of the moment. The choreography plays with speed and sudden impacts, all while building on Li's portrayal of a man struggling between instinct and freedom. At number 6 is the explosive final confrontation of The Defender, where Li plays a highly trained bodyguard assigned to protect a key witness from ruthless killers. When the villains finally corner him in a kitchen, he deliberately triggers a gas leak to alter the environment and tilt the fight in his favor. What follows is an offbeat standoff where Li and the assassins must hold their breath while exchanging attacks, since inhaling the gas could be fatal. They even compete for control of a single drink of water, turning a normal kitchen into an improvised battlefield with strange stakes. Next, we have Hero, where Li embodies the mysterious swordsman known simply as Nameless, a man who appears before the Emperor with the stated goal of ending his life. To reach that point, Nameless recounts how he defeated several powerful warriors along the way. His first major duel is with the spearman called Sky, and the entire encounter unfolds like a martial arts poem. Li glides through the rain with movements that seem to disregard gravity, while Sky's spear cuts through the air with precision. Nameless even hires an elderly musician to play soft meditation music so the duel can unfold with spiritual calm. Before we move into the top 4, we have a few honorable mentions, like in Cradle to the Grave, where Lee tears through an apartment looking for the stolen stones and ends up slapping one unlucky thug so quickly that the man barely has time to breathe. In Unleashed, he's thrown into an empty pool where he has to fight off multiple opponents, including Scott Adkins, relying purely on instinct as he crashes through them one by one. And finally, in Kiss of the Dragon, Lee calmly asks a pimp to stop hitting a working girl, only to launch at him with a single slap when the man refuses. At number 4, we have Fist of Legend, where Lee delivers another memorable blindfolded duel facing a Japanese karate master in a wide open field. The fight sets up a contrast between Lee's youthful confidence and the veteran calm of his opponent. When a gust of wind blows dust into the karate master's eyes, Lee refuses to take advantage of the brief handicap, insisting they both wear blindfolds so the fight remains fair. It's a moment meant to show his respect and his code of honor. Later in the movie's climactic battle, Lee suffers a severe shoulder injury, and in a moment that has stuck with fans for decades, he viciously snaps it back into place mid-fight so he can continue. The mix of discipline, pain and intensity make these scenes stand out amongst his finest work. Next, we have Tai Chi Master, where Lee participates in an outrageous battle that feels pulled straight from an anime or fantasy comic. Real-world physics are thrown aside as two fighters leap across rooftops, bounce off bystanders, and weaponize anything they can reach. At one point, Lee is wrapped entirely in a carpet and stabbed repeatedly, creating the illusion that he has been defeated. Instead, he bursts out in a dramatic explosion of force, revealing he was never actually in danger. He follows this by casually juggling weapons during the fight, proving he has total control even in moments that appear hopeless. The entire sequence emphasizes spectacle, exaggeration, and a sense of fun. At number 2, we have the fight in the office against the twins. Now, Lee has taken on plenty of skilled fighters before, but in Kiss of the Dragon, he's thrown into a showdown who attack him like a single mind split in half. Their teamwork is so sharp that Lee is forced to react in different ways, slipping between desks and doorways while trying to deflect blows from both of them. Lee eventually uses his surroundings to his advantage, taking one twin out first and then taking care of the next one. What starts as a coordinated 2-on-1 assault turns into a demonstration of Lee's control, turning him into a human striking machine. And claiming the number 1 spot is the legendary ladder fight from Once Upon a Time in China, where Lee and his opponent use ladders not just as tools but as extensions of their martial arts, swinging, climbing, and flipping across a massive warehouse filled with danger. At the same time, Lee's dodging gunfire, treating bullets as just another obstacle in his path. The sequence demands extraordinary balance, timing, and creativity, turning the entire warehouse into a vertical playground. This is widely considered one of the most impressive martial arts scenes ever filmed, and it played a major role in propelling Lee from promising rising star to a full-blown international sensation. And there you have it. So which Jet Li scene left you staring at the screen in disbelief? Did your favourite showdown make the cut? Or did we skip a moment you think deserves a spot? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.